Should you buy Granja, depending on how you pronounce it?
Granja?
I'm glad you like that.
That's worse than Doritos.
Doritos. No, Doritos is how you pronounce it. Alright, so should you buy La Granja? La Granja is a game by Board and Dice that came out in 2023. This is the deluxe version, for the record, that came out for like $40 on GameNut. This specifically is the deluxe version that came out in 2023 by Board and Dice. If you don't know, this game is kind of remade from a previous game that came out in 2013 under the same name, La Granja. We'll talk about all the fun facts about the game and all the reasons I enjoyed and did not enjoy this game to know whether or not you should put this game on your shelf. I'm Caravan from Caravan, and let's get started. So going into the overview of the game, we'll talk about the theme. The theme is that everyone has their own little granja, which is basically So going into the overview of the game, we'll talk about the theme first. So La Granja directly translates to the farm. In this game, everyone has their own farm, and you're going to go ahead and try to make the best and most profitable farm possible. The points of this game is your income, which you'll gain from fulfilling recipes both privately and on a shared board. There's a lot of various reasons to do each one. We'll go into it later. The audience for this game are fans of Euros and business themes. This is a very economic game. The hook for the game is that it's very open. It has a lot of strategy possibilities. You can play the game multiple times, have completely different strategies, and still have a fair shot at winning depending on how you use your strategy and stick with it. It's peaceful. There's not too much contention in the game. The open drafting with the dice has a very small amount of contention, but everyone's going to do what they need to do anyways. In the area control section of the game, you don't have to go for anyone if you don't want to. I did because that's how I play games, but by doing so, I was immediately targeted right afterwards, which you should probably have awareness of. And it's recipe fulfillment, so this is a ton of recipe fulfillment. One of the best recipe fulfillment games I've ever played, so that's a plus. The audience for this game are fans of Euros and fans of economic games. This is a very economic game. You have to pay attention to your coins. You have to pay attention to your resources. You have to make sure that you don't go negative. Like, you can't run out of money and you can't run out of resources or you're completely stuck. You have to make sure that you always have stuff available in order to rotate and push out new recipes and be able to fulfill them and all that fun stuff. So it's very tight and very Euro-based, in my opinion. The price for this game, the deluxe edition, can range between $90 to $130. We got it for $40. By we, I mean not me, Connor. Connor got it for $40 on Game Nerds because there's a huge deal going on, which apparently pay attention to Game Nerds. Massive deal sometimes. But the game goes for $90 to $130 depending on where you buy it from and whether or not you need a ship. The details of the game. The game plays between 1 to 4 players. There is an individual solo board if you do solo, but it does play up to 4 players no matter what. It's just a 4-player game. The weight of the game is 3.5, meaning it's a strong medium, not medium heavy weight, but I would say it's, in order to win, it's pretty medium heavy. You have to know everything that's going on, which is challenging. Even at the very, very end of the game, someone said one detail that I missed the entire game, didn't use, and that hurt me. So it's good to know everything you can do. It's not too easy to learn, so it's definitely a 3.5. It's not an easy game necessarily to play by any means. This is not your first game you play whenever getting into board gaming, and if it is, you better be paying attention the entire time because the rules were a lot. The length of the game is solidly 30 minutes per player. No matter who you are, it's going to take 30 minutes per player. A lot of things are simultaneous, and you're typically playing on top of each other's turns anyways. But at the end of the day, there is some turn order that needs to happen in order to fulfill recipes, go to the middle of the board, do your extra turn-in spaces. So you really do have to make sure the turn order goes according to. You can't really play on top of each other too much. So it's solidly 30 minutes. Going at the aesthetics of the game, just look at the game. Look at all the things I'm talking about. The game is absolutely gorgeous. It's one of the best board qualities I've ever seen. They have, on the other side of the boards, dedicated inserts when you slide the cards in. Most games would say suck it up and slide it. This one has dedicated inserts for the top and the bottom, because you can slide in cards on the left, right, top, and bottom, depending on what you want it to do. So this is a very multi-use card game, as you can tell. But look at the open board, look at the player board. There's no resources. Everyone has their own colored, meeple thing that they use to show that they have the resource. I thought I would hate it. I did not think I'd enjoy it, but they did a great job, and it ended up playing very intuitively without me having to ask questions or anything like that, which was surprising. Going to the in-game details, we have the setup time. The setup time I could see taking about 15 minutes once you're used to it. It would take me 30 if it was my first time doing it easily, but again, I'm notoriously bad at setting up and tearing down games, so don't take that as Bible. The teach for the game, solidly about 20 minutes. If you have everything down straight after questions and after kind of an introductory first round, I would say about 20 minutes. You really have to show people what every card can do, because every card, as I said, has 4 different uses to it. You have the top section that can give you your recipes, bottom section which can slide into the middle of the board to give you your asynchronous abilities, left side which is how you add farms, right side which is how you add other types of farms, but not farms. So you really have to have everyone know what's going on. That's not including the public board, shared board, different buildings, and all that fun stuff. So solidly 20 minutes. The primary mechanics in this game are recipe fulfillment, resource management, and variable player powers. Whatever cards you side on the bottom of your board are very important because you can only do it 3 times the whole game. You can't take it back, from my understanding. And it can definitely make you have a better or worse game depending on what you draft. The game does feel like you're running a business. I'll say that much. It feels very tight. Like you don't have a surplus of resources. You don't have a surplus of money. You really have to pay attention to what you're doing. Make sure you use everything. Don't make a bad purchase. Don't make an early sale. Don't fulfill the wrong recipe. There's some forgiveness in there if you really just play it straight and lean into it and like, okay, I did this. What's the best course of action after this? But it does feel like a business game. I'll say that much. I really did feel like I'm raising a farm and I'm really needing to like make money and like do the right things. What I liked about this game is the fact that this game is economic. It's a very strong business game. It is very competitive and as I said, tight in the sense of you don't have any surplus, which is challenging and unforgiving in some areas. I don't like it all the time. This game did it very well. The game's beautiful. It flowed pretty well once we got a hang of things, but the player turn order changes. It's not just clockwise. It could go depending on whoever takes the most siestas, which is hilarious. Whoever rests the most can go first next time because they have more energy, which makes the most amount of sense. A lot of this game is intuitive once you get started, but learning the game definitely took a bit. And my mind could not wrap around everything until like the second round out of 6. And these 6 rounds take a decent amount of time. I can't really say anything I disliked. What I disliked about the game, it's hard to say. It's probably that there's so much stuff going on. It's hard to understand your first playthrough. But any good game has a lot of stuff going on, in my opinion. I like heavier games. I like games that aren't just A, B, and C. I like simple games too. My favorite games lean towards the heavy, more complicated side, like Andromeda's Edge. All my video game IP games, all that fun stuff. So I do like how much stuff is going on. I can't really say I complain about anything about this game. The quality is fantastic. The art is amazing. The multi-use cards were not overwhelming whatsoever. You really just went with what you wanted. Kind of like SETI. Well, SETI has 4 multi-use cards as well, or 4 uses of multi-use cards, but also you just look for what you need. And it's actually easy. If you challenge with the multi-use cards in SETI, try out this game because they're actually even more simplified, in my opinion. Similar games to this game, I would say, is Castles of Burgundy. Now, that's not based on what I say about the game, because I played the game once, like almost 2 years ago. Didn't have the best time I didn't really like it that much, and I played the special edition. But everyone at the table enjoys Castles of Burgundy. They all said it not only does it look like Castles of Burgundy in certain regards, the deluxe edition, but it plays like it as well. So good to know. If you like Castles of Burgundy, you'll probably like this game too. Now, final thoughts of this. Would I purchase this game? I would buy this game. Even at the $100, I would buy this game. 130, I would still buy this game. It's high quality. It has a unique space in my library. I don't have any tight-knit business games that in my library currently, so I'd like to add that if possible. $130, $100 is not a badass whatsoever. It's on sale on a few websites right now for $90, so go check that out. I see some going for like $200. I wouldn't pay that, but like the $100, $140 for this game, I would say $150 is even reasonable for this. I would definitely buy this if I had money for it. And when I replay this game, listen to my review. 100%. I would love to play this game. And it's a game I wouldn't even mind running back in certain regards. It did take about 3 hours after all was said and done. But once we narrowed it down and like really just like stuck down to it, because I distract everyone from playing. If I stopped doing that, the game would have gone on a lot faster. We can get that game done with 2 hours if everyone knows what they're doing. I enjoy that. I enjoyed that game a lot. So now going on to my final ranking. Every game I do before you buy video on is ranked on this list and some more extra. Go ahead and check out my channel if you want to see more videos like this. La Granja is at number 14 out of 114 games, which is a huge ranking. Games I like start at like 80. So this is like a huge rating for me. It is right underneath Distilled and right above Blason, or right above Zoo Tycoon. Fits in the same business realm as Zoo Tycoon. The reason why it's above Zoo Tycoon has a very complicated setup with the game. Plays way too long. It took literally 2 hours to teach the game. It's an insanely complicated game. And then the price sheet mover in Zoo Tycoon is obnoxious. It does not offset the fact that it's a video game IP game. Like, a lot of great things going for Zoo Tycoon, but too complicated. And it's underneath Distilled because, in my opinion, I really like the push your luck aspect in Distilled. It's still a tight-knit game. I like the asymmetric abilities in Distilled, and I overall have a fun time because Distilled's complicated enough, but also not too complicated for me to have like a decent time and play it more often with a more spread out group of people. That's everything for today. Thank you for watching this video. If you have anything to say, drop a comment. I would love to hear about your favorite economic-based game. Make sure to subscribe if you like the video, like this video if you like the video, and comment to engage with the community. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you at a future video. Peace out. Have a great day. God bless. And I hope to see you at a table soon.